guessing game.
Oh.
Gosh. And what we use is it's called bones.
Okay.
They're not really bones. They're sticks.
Okay.
And so one person will be a captain from each side, and then they will pick somebody that they want to guess. So they'll go up to that person and they'll wave over their head, and that's the person that'll guess. And then the other team will do the same for the person that they want to hide the bones. Really, it's kind of like poker. You have to have a poker face. So you're just you're guessing which side they're holding the bones in.
So we have to guess where
And
the
so you
bones
have a chance to get 2 points. And they are super competitive. They are the ones to beat. They're this year actually in Bismarck, that's where the last AHEC was. It can go on till like 3 in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning.
We won't have to here.
No, we'll just.
Who's played before? Who's played hand games? We got one? Okay, let's scoot one chair over. Let's get a chair right here for another captain. Our captain has to sit in the middle of the team. So if we get one more chair right here. If you don't know how to play, you're going to learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
So this game is called many names across the nation, but according to our people, the indigenous tribes of the Americas, it's usually called hand games, or bone games, or the stick game. Some places they call it muckleshoot. You may have heard that phrase before. So back in times where there was not peace amongst our people, there was a lot of wars happening, and there were chiefs of tribes that did not want to lose their warriors to a selfish war over land or a selfish war over food or resources. So they came up with ways to compete. This is also a game that's played during peace times when we'd have our war games. So during peace times, tribal nations would gather and they would have what's called war games. One of the games that they would play is they would have hunting parties go out, and who could come back with the biggest game. They would have fishermen that would compete in the biggest catches. This was one of the games that was used in peace times, and I'm going to explain it to you today. So the game consists of sticks and bones. These are just pieces of wood that I've used to create this, but usually you would use small bones and we would use sticks for pointers. The game is basically guess which hand, okay? So with the bones, you have one marked bone and one unmarked bone. And I have 2 pairs of those. The marked bone is considered the male bone. The unmarked bone is considered the female bone, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna hide these bones behind our hands. There's gonna be 2 hiders, 1 guesser. Think of the bones as the ball. When you're playing any sport, only offense can score points, right? You have to have the ball in order to score points. Those who have the bones have the ball. Only they can score points. Those who do not have the bones are on defense. They are the ones trying to get the bones back. You want to get the ball so that you can be on offense, okay? So, the way this game works, you're basically going to hide them behind your hand, behind your back. We're going to put them out. The other person, or who is guessing, wants to find the female bone. You want to find the unmarked bone. That's your score point. If I say guess which hand, you say my right, and you choose a marked bone. I have the bones, I have the ball, we're on offense. That's a point for our team. Okay? So, just a quick demonstration. You're going to be our captain over here. Let's say this team wins offense first. There's 1 set of bones and another set of bones. The captain is going to choose 2 hiders. So they're going to come over to a person, and hand gestures are very important in this game because you're going to have judges on each side who are going to be keeping score. You got to use hand gestures, okay? Captain's going to stand up. You're gonna make a motion like this. I'm gonna choose one guesser. You're gonna hand them a male and female bone. Then you're gonna choose another person. You're gonna give that person the other male and female bone. So go ahead, choose two. Any two? Okay? So now you're gonna take one of the bones, one male, one female. Remember, you don't have to remember which one it's in. If you want to, if that's your strategy, that's fine. You're gonna stand up. You're gonna hide them behind your back, switch them up, do whatever you wanna do, okay? Over here is our defense. So Dayla's our captain over here. She's gonna choose a guesser. So she's gonna walk up, make that same gesture so the judges see this is my guesser. Guesser's gonna stand up, so go ahead, choose a guesser. It does. But it does matter. I'm going to get to that. It does matter. Now, you saw how she was methodical, right? I'm going to explain why here in a minute. So you are our guesser. Stand up.
Don't hit your mama.
There is going to be an imaginary line. There's going to be an imaginary line right down the middle. Neither team can cross that line. But you can do whatever you want to get in their faces and read them. Right? Okay. Now, for defense, yes. Now, what you want to do, offense, you want to have your poker face. You don't want to give away anything. You don't want to have a tell. You don't want to have a sign. So you want to make sure that you trick her to find the marked bone. You are shooting for the marked bone. You are looking for the unmarked bone. Okay? Now, hand gestures are very important in this game. Okay? So if I could have you two kind of step about right here, right? So, when you're done hiding, you're going to bring your hands out to present them, okay? Now, I'm going to make some guesses. This is where the hand gestures are very important, okay? If I'm guessing this hand has an unmarked bone, and this hand has an unmarked bone, I'm going to gesture to the outsides, okay? Now, if I'm guessing she's using her left, and he's also using his left, I'm going to point to the right, my right, because I'm pointing in this direction. Again, with the same side. Now, if I'm guessing her right and his left, I make a chopping motion right down the middle. Okay? So we got right side, outsides, center. Okay? So here's my guess. Remember, I'm looking for the unmarked bone. Right? I'm going to go this way. So let's see them. Open them both up. Boom! Right there. Now, there's medicine behind this game. You got to remember that. Our culture is indoctrinated with medicine, with medicinal reasons for everything. Okay? So, now that I've guessed those bones correctly, what you would do is you would hand them over to your captain. Captain hands them over to this captain. And now we are on offense. Now you're on defense. Okay? So, let's start that over. Go ahead, give the bones back. I'm going to guess wrong this time, just for the sake of the demonstration. So bring them out. Bring them out. Okay? I'm going to guess to the right. Okay? So go ahead and open up both hands. Okay? Now that's 2 points. You guys tricked me both times because I said to the right. This team hands over 2 sticks. Now you guys have 2 of our sticks, right? Now, this is very important. If you trick someone into giving up a stick, so because you guys are on offense, right? Let's say you tricked me twice, and Dayla makes a gesture like, you owe me 2 sticks. If she hands over 2 sticks, you lost them. So there's trickery involved. Okay? Okay. One more time. Okay? Remember, you guys have the bones. You're on offense. Only you can score points. But there's trickery involved. If I look at those and I get one, let's say I get one of them right. So put them back out again. Show the bones again. Right? So I'm going to chop down the middle. He tricked me, but she did not. So technically, this team would owe you guys 1 stick. But Dayla could trick your captain and be like, oh, we got one of them, you owe me. If she hands one over, you lost that stick.
Okay.
So captains are critical.
Captains are critical. Okay, now, this game is not just guess which hand. Our ancestors believed that there was a lot of medicine involved in these games. And some of these games were played for keeps. Like I said, there were wars that were settled with this game. And ain't no chief gonna be happy about settling a war unless his warriors are channeling that medicine they need to play. Okay? So a lot of the times, the offense is gonna have a drum group. The purpose of this drum group is to distract the defense. So in most cases, the offense, drum group stands behind. We're gonna be singing songs. These songs all have a purpose. These songs are for our team so that we can find that medicine we need to make sure that our bones stay hidden. Okay? We're gonna do everything we can to distract you. So Dayla is gonna be one of our guessers. Our hiders are gonna be hiding. I'm gonna be right here in her face, making noise. Distracting her, right? We're gonna be singing songs. Now, same with the defense. When the defense, you guys are gonna be using that same medicine. You guys are gonna be listening to that beat. And what a lot of people do, there's hand gestures. So we hear that beat. Over here, you're gonna want, give me them bones, right? You want that medicine coming over here, right? Yeah? So, now, another thing with the drum, if I can see the bones, right? Good, give me a beat, Zach. So, right, so there's Zach's beat. I'm out here dancing, so I don't give away any tells, right? I don't want them to see my eyes. I don't want them to see which hand I hold out first, or maybe I do. Maybe I do. So when I play, we got a guesser, right? So you're gonna be my guesser for a moment, right? So she's checking me out, and I'm hiding my bones. I bring them out, I stand still. Or maybe I'll show them, but you don't know. Or maybe it's this one, or maybe it's this one. One rule, once you bring the bones out, you cannot put them back behind your hands. You cannot touch your hands together. Okay? If you drop the bone, you lose the bones. Okay? So, if they're behind my back and I accidentally drop a bone, that bone belongs to the other team. This is a very highly competitive game. I know on a simple level it looks like guess which hand. It is not, trust me. You guys ever do a Google search for hand games? These tournaments are epic. One round lasted 45 minutes. One round. And we go usually 2 out of 3. So, so AHEC is an acronym. It's the American Indian Higher Education Consortium. And what that is all of the tribal colleges in the nation, we gather for what we call war games. And it's to pay homage to our history. And we compete in basketball tournaments, hand games is one of the biggest ones, chess tournaments, academic tournaments. This one always draws the crowd. And if you ever do a search for hand games, you will see large crowds. So we're talking a few thousand people. Yeah, it's big. So, where's the extra set of bones? Bones, you got the bones? Okay, what we do is a coin toss. Captains stand up. I give one captain a set of bones. They're gonna hide another set of bones. You have the option. I'm gonna choose you. I'm gonna give you the first try. She can either match the bones, which means if it's on the marked one's on this side and I match her, then you win the coin toss, or you could just guess. So this is the coin toss. Stand up.
Heads we win, tails you lose.
Okay. Bring them out. Okay, you guess first. You want to match or do you want to guess? Okay, which hand? Right or left? So she's saying, no, don't show just yet. So now you, right or left? Okay, so show your right. She guessed correctly, show your left. You tricked her. This is our offensive team first. Okay? So, offense, we need 2 good hiders. Defense, we need 1 good guesser. So what me and Zach are gonna do, we're just gonna play songs for both teams. You guys use left to watching everybody else do it now. So the shakers go along with the beat of the song, and those are all about distractions. Okay? Use them as a distraction. A lot of times what people will do is they'll hide the hands for the hider so that they can hide them and stuff. So you can do that as well. Right? Okay?
How long do you have to get?
So, usually in a tournament, you have about 30 seconds behind your back before the judge is going to say, bring them out. Just to keep the game going, we'll try to be quick. Okay? So this side, we need 2 good hiders. This side, we need 1 good guesser. Okay? Let me see, you want to guess. So you want to guess which ones? You're guessing her?
I'm guessing here.
Her left or her right?
Her, yeah.
Okay,
Her
and now,
right.
left or right, left or right. Okay, so now you're gonna point to the outsides, open them both up, let's see them. We got 1, 2 good guesses! 2 good guesses, yeah! And both back to the couch. Okay, now you guys are on offense. I mean, 2 good hires, 1
That's our pastor.
Okay. Wait, you guys won the coin toss, right? Okay. So, doesn't matter what. So this, if you notice, this one has red and blue. This one's called the kick stick. So you guys got 5, you guys got 5. It's even, but the kick stick is special. Okay. Now in the rules, those sticks have to remain in view so that each team could see how many sticks you have left. This is the only stick that does not have to remain in view. You can do whatever you want with it. Some people hide it, some people don't. But because this team won the coin toss, they start out with that extra stick. Now what some captains do, they'll hand it to their luckiest person. And they'll be like, you know what? You got the most medicine, I'm gonna give you that kick stick because you're the one that's gonna protect it this entire game. It's all about what you feel. I need 2 good hiders over here, 1 good guesser over here.
But don't I get a stick?
No, you were on defense, right? You could trick her, see if she'll give you one. Only the captain can get out of their seat. You can't cross the line, remember? But you can get up in their faces. You can come over here, you can guess her. You can come over here and read her. But then your hand signals have to guess both at the same time. You can't say, I'm going to guess just your right when you
So
see.
you would like them to
Okay? 30 seconds. You gotta bring them out. Okay, she's saying both of your right hands. Let's see them both. We got one good trick. Let's see it.
Open your right hand.
Open
Your right
both.
hand.
Open both. We got one good guess. Okay, so now, here you go. She guessed yours correctly. She found the female bone. You're gonna hand them back to your captain. And then here, we have a good trick. So we go, let's take it over here.
You gotta give us 2 sticks.
Big trick. You got this stick, so you hold them a stick. Open them both up. One good guess over here. Get back to your captain. And one good guess. Okay, so those go over here. You guys are now on offense. I need 2 good hiders over here. 1 good guesser over here. Okay? Now, there's superstition involved in this game. Let's say because this team is on offense, they have an option to score a point, right? So if they do score a point, do you give them back their red stick? No. Or one of yours? Right, because I'm keeping your sticks. You ain't getting them back. Right? Or, better yet, I don't want your crappy stick. You can have it back. You know? Depends on how you want to play as a captain. Depends on how you're superstitious about it. Right? Ready?
Oh, yeah, you got it, both. You look right at you.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Okay, open them both up. He's saying on the outside. We got 1 good guess, 2 good guesses. And the captain has it over. You guys are now on offense. Okay, over here. I need 2 good hiders. I need 1 good guesser over here. On their left side?
Sure.
Okay, let's open them up. 2 good guesses! Okay, now, these bones have exchanged hands, what, 3 or 4 times now? And we only have 1 stick down. So you can imagine, did you get that stick back?
No.
So you can imagine how long these rounds could last. And you can imagine how, like, the drummers are sweating and they're hot, it's exciting. You guys can talk. Just can't get up. Just can't get up. Okay? Open them up. 2 chairs! Hold on now. They tricked you both times. You found the marked bone. We're searching for the unmarked bone. 2 points! So listen, let me explain one more time. You are looking for the unmarked bone. If you choose a hand that has a marked bone, I tricked you. 2 points over here. Now, hiders stay the same. You can go with the same guesser, or you can choose a different guesser. You two still hide.
We need our stick.
We'll take the sticks now. Fine.
One with the marked one, but there can be one with the unmarked? No.
You're not changing.
Wide and clear so the judges can see. Which one do you want? Right, there we go. So he's guessing both of your left hands. Open them up.
Oh, you got this one.
One good guess.
One
so
good
one
guess.
point over here. You're going to hide again. You're going to hand your bones over here to your captain.
Bring them here.
1 point. One good trick. 1 point. Okay, now, because you tricked him, you get to get another guesser. One more hider can stand up over here.
We need our phones and sticks back. We need a background.
Another guesser.
That was hard distraction.
All that guessing did nothing. She's guessing to the right. 2 good guesses! Captain, hand over the bones. I need 2 good guessers over here. Two good hiders over here. 1 good guesser over here. She's learning.
Get them sticks.
No, we don't get sticks yet.
Hiders, hide again. I need 1 good guesser over here.
Talk to me about your strategy.
All right, let's see him. 1 good trick.
2 more points over here.
And then 1 good guesser over here.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
You got some keys? Where the keys at? You got the keys?
Okay, open them up. Open them up. Come on now, come on now. 1 good guess, 1 good trick. 1 point over here. And your bones back to your captain. Let's do
Let's go.
Okay. Ready. So we need one good guesser over here. You're hiding. Okay. Come out.
Exactly. That's how it's made. That's big. All right.
Take a guess.
Yep.
One good trick.
Yeah! We got
Okay. Offense over here. I need two good hiders. One good guesser over here.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's see him. Let's see him. Open him up.
We got
Got one
one.
good guess. Two good guesses. So wait now, just to help with that last round, who was offense? Yes, because they had the bones, they had the ball. Only offense can score points. Okay. Two good hiders over here, one good guesser over here. Let's see him. One good guess over here, one good trick, point over here.
You can have that one back.
One good guess. Okay. So offense over here. You guys two good hiders, one good guesser over here. Only the captain and the hiders or guessers got our hiders over here, right? We have our guesser. Bring them out. One good trick over here. Two tricks. Good job. One good guesser on this side. You two keep hiding. One good trick. What do we got? Two tricks. Slow, man.
Hey, she dropped her phone. She dropped it.
Oh, she dropped the bone?
She dropped it.
Give them up. Yep. She dropped the bone. And you gotta give them up. Yep. No, just the ones that were dropped. Just the ones that were dropped. So now, because she dropped the bone, this team has no longer an option to get another guesser or hider up. You automatically forfeit the bone. So you're their only option. Good trick! You're still going. One good guesser. One good guesser over here. Yep, last round. Last one. Last one. You're gonna be our last guesser. The medicine team, you crossed that line, man. Take it. One good trick. They got their bones back and they have the kick stick. This is what we do.
Get over there.